Okay, so we're going to work on lesson 44 here. One of the things I need you to remember is to make sure you write your ratios correctly. So you need to think in units, and you sub in real numbers if needed. Your answers will not be in real number form very often. Very often they are in abstract form, which means in variable form. So we're going to work the examples in the book. So you need your book. So pause the video and go get your textbook if you don't have it with you. Okay. Example number 1 in lesson 44. It says Peter purchased P pencils for D dollars. If the P pencils had cost X more dollars, how many pencils could Peter have purchased for $20? So step 1 is you find the cost of one pencil. So it said that he purchased P pencils for D dollars. So when you talk about the cost of a pencil, it's like the price per pencil. So it means dollars over number of pencils. So there was D dollars and there were P pencils. So this is the cost of one pencil. It said then if the pencils had cost X more dollars. So step 2, we want to find the new cost. So what they're saying is if all of the pencils together, it says if P pencils had cost X more dollars, so X more total dollars, so that's D plus X is the amount of money, and then divide that by the number of pencils, P, and that is how much one would be under the new system. It says how many pencils could he have purchased for $20? So you're going to do $20, this is dollars, right? And we're going to divide it by the price per pencil. So this is dollars per pencil, right? Okay, so you can see that if I take the top and I multiply it by the reciprocal of the bottom, then the dollars are going to cancel and I'll get the number of pencils. So I have $20 times P over D plus X, and that's, I flipped it, right? Pencil per dollar. Okay, so the dollars cancel. So I get 20P over D plus X pencils. And that's your answer. Because it asked you for how many pencils could Peter have purchased for $20. Okay? All right. 44.2, it says the coach purchased B basketballs for X dollars. If each basketball had cost $3 less, how many basketballs could the coach have purchased for $200? So number 1, the cost per basketball. He spent X dollars and he got B balls. And this is the price or the cost per ball. Number 2, it said what if each ball costs $3 less? This is the price of one ball. So the new price is going to be the old price minus 3. And that's going to be the cost per ball. Now, this is the new one. Okay? It said how many could he buy for $200? So you do $200, and you're going to divide it by X over B minus 3, and that's the cost per ball. Well, the cost is in dollars, so it's dollars per balls. Okay, so to simplify that, you get $200, and you multiply it by the reciprocal of this. Now, I need to get a common denominator here, right? So the common denominator is going to be B, so this is going to be over B. So this is X minus 3B over B. When I flip it, I'll get this, right? B over X minus 3B. And now that's balls are in the top and dollars are in the bottom. Those cancel. So you get 200b over x minus 3b balls. Okay? Let's look at 44.3. It says, on an assembly line, M workers worked H hours to produce C articles. Now that should jar in your memory. The workers times rate times time equals jobs formula. So it was M workers, that's the number of workers, worked H hours, that's time, to produce C articles. So what you don't have is R. Okay, so R then is going to be C over MH. Just solve that for R. It says if D workers quit, how many hours would the remaining workers have to work to produce the same number of articles? So D quit, so now you don't have M, you have M minus D. They're going to work at that rate, C over MH, and it says how many hours will they have to work, so I don't know time, and I want to produce the same number of jobs, which is C articles. So this is C times this over this. So to solve for T, I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal. So it's CMN, and then in the bottom is this. So C times M minus D. And you can, multiply that out, but the problem is when you multiply it out, you may not see easily, but those are going to reduce. So you're going to get MN over M minus D, and this is in hours. I hope that's helpful.